Hi everyone, Summer with Astariasen, and I just got the Trionfi Della Luna Tarot in from US Games. This is the mass market version. I know he did have an indie version with pips that were not illustrated. I'm not really good at the not illustrated pips, okay? So I was really happy to get this, and I do like Patrick Valenza. I know, surprise, right? Because I'm so fairy bubbly, all this stuff, right? But I do enjoy Patrick Valenza's artwork. I do have his Deviant Moon Tarot, which we will be doing like a side-by-side comparison here with for the walkthrough. If you want just the walkthrough, down in the description, you will be able to go to a link that's literally just the walkthrough in a shorts form. But I wanted to go through the deck with you. This is the little white book. It's actually thicker than the normal little white book, honestly. It has upright and reverse meanings in it. And I do believe, yeah, there's some spreads here in the back to work with. And in the front, there's a little making of the Trionfi Della Luna and talks about how this is a cousin of the Deviant Moon Tarot, and where the inspiration came from and how, how it worked out for him, how it's satirical too. Like it talks about the satire a little bit in the book as well. And when you look at the cards, you're going to see that. So let's pull out the Deviant Moon 2 really quick and get that going. All right, I'm back. I had to put it in order. So that took me a minute. Okay, first up, the Deviant Moon is a little bit longer than the Trionfi. The artwork is the same, but the coloring is quite different. This seems more old style, more tarocchi style, where this has more like boldness to it than this one does. It feels more old version, and this feels more bold, stuff like that. So Deviant Moon and Trionfi. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at these. The Fool is crazy. Okay, look at that. If you are offended easily, don't get these decks, okay? Just don't get these decks. The Magician is kind of cool. I like how the legs are on the the table. And there's blood on his knife. Of course there is. High Priestess. Very pretty. The Empress. Oh, look at that eye on the belly. Interesting, interesting, interesting. The Emperor. Man, he's a snob, isn't he? Look at that. The Hierophant. Oh, I like how he did it a little bit different. He almost looks like a monkey in this one, which is kind of funny. All right, the Lovers. Yeah. The Chariot. Oh, he's pulling hair in this one. How interesting is that? Justice. That's pretty on par, I feel like. The Hermit. I actually like the Hermit in the Deviant Moon a little bit more than the Hermit in the Trionfi. And I'm not really sure why. Maybe because it speaks to my darker side. All right. The Wheel. Okay. A little more traditional on the wheel style. All right. We got Strength. Interesting. The Hanged Man. Oh, interesting. The Serpent going around it. Huh. Like, he could literally get out of it still, though, right? Easily. Oh, and this one's wearing, like, a watch. Interesting. Okay. Then we have Death, which in both of these decks is not named. The interesting part about Death in this one is kind of like the cycle of life that is happening here. And it's the same in this one, but different. Like, this one's like, I want to go back, maybe. And this one is look at what's coming out. Interesting. Temperance, okay. The Devil. Oh, whoa. That's interesting for sure. I'm not even sure how to explore that. It's Patrick Valenza, okay? Do I need to explore that, honestly? Oh, the Star card. I do like the Star card. I like the Star card in both of them. I find it neat that he has the head not quite right in both of them. Not moon, but like almost if it's missing a part. Which I'm not even sure how to express that either. What am I supposed to say to that? I don't know. Reading with these decks are a challenge for me at the least. The sun. Oh, I like how he's got people in both of them. Oh, this one's actually like punching through, whereas in this one, they're just kind of dancing. Judgment. Wow. That's a much darker version of Judgment for sure. The World. Okay. Okay. All right. And now we're going to move into some minors. All right. Let's go. Kings. Queens. Oh, she seems way more burdened in this one than she does the other one. Knight. All right. On par. Page, ready to go on this one, and this one's not sure. It's like spotlighting. And this one's like, raging to go. 10. Oh, okay. So there's some similarities in this card for the 10. It's almost like this is inside the box, and this is looking outside of the box. Oh, interesting. Also, the backs. I think I prefer the Deviant Moon backs to these ones, but they're cute. They're okay. They're blue. I like blue. Nightmares. 8. Okay. Oh, now the 7 of Swords in this one is really different compared to this one. This one's a little more traditional with that sly little smirk. This one's a little less traditional. 6 of Swords. All right. All right. Or no, that would be... They're mixed up in here. Let's see. 5, 6. There's the 4 of Swords. Oh, cool. There we go. Now it's right. I was like, that's not right. 5 of Swords. Male versus female in the 5 of Swords. Interesting. 6 of Swords. Going on a little trip. 3 of Swords. They both depict a pretty regular, what we're used to seeing for the 3 of Swords. He's baring his chest, and she's like getting ready to touch the point. Like, I'm going to hurt myself even more. 2 of Swords, the fighting. This is like a duality fighting, and this is a duality fighting, but it's almost like two different things fighting each other, whereas this is just more two sides, but not, black or white. Ace of Swords. Oh, that's cool. I do like the way that this works. You're going to notice here there's a little bit of blood dripping like from the pinky. And in Willow, the pinky is the greatest source of power, right? So if you apply that kind of stuff, which I don't know if you did or not, but if you apply that kind of thing where the pinky has the most power in it, and you add that to the Ace of Swords, that's pretty powerful Ace of Swords. We're moving on to Cups. He's staying pretty on par with his normal artwork and styles, except for the colorings and a few other things that are different here and there. I do know that the Deviant Moon, he took a lot of inspiration from like a graveyard or something, the gravestones at a graveyard, for some of the geometric shapes and stuff like that for clothes and whatnot. I don't think that he did the same for the Trionfi one. 9 of Cups, interesting. This one actually has the genie for wishes, which I do like a lot. And this one is almost like overflowing or over full of something. Okay. 8 of Cups. Okay. 9 of Cups. I like that one. Look at all of those inside there. The hand, the head, the eyeball, the fishtail. 6 of Cups. On par. 5 of Cups. There's definite sadness in this one, whereas this one seems more like argumentative, right? 4 of Cups. Boredom in both of them is definitely there. 3 of Cups. Okay, so this is more interesting. So you may have like some people celebrating on this end, and then this seems like a closer set of friends over here, especially when you look at how they're both holding up the rear end area. They're clinking their glasses. They're all smiling. It's almost like an inside joke with them. 2 of Cups. I like that. Ace of Cups. Right on. I think that's cool, especially with the house. All right. Moving on to Wands. I definitely like the wand, the King of Wands on this side, but look at this weird little dude here in the water. Like, what? So he's like half fish, half man or something? Queen of Wands, all right. Knight of Wands. Page. 10, that burden is there in both of them, but he's actually sweating, whereas he just seems grumpy about it. 9 of Wands. This one almost seems defeated and lonely, whereas this one's like, I did my battle, you know, F around and find out almost still. Oh, wow. Okay, so that is different. The 8 of Wands in the Deviant Moon has a very different feel to it. The movement is still there, but this is a cutting movement, like a swift, I'm going to cut you down kind of movement and messages, whereas this one is just the movement part. Yep, that's really interesting. 7 of Wands, all right. 6 of Wands. 5 of Wands, there's still that playfulness going on in these cards. 4 of Wands, all right, definite foundations are still there. 3 of Wands, you know, feels like an inspiration card still, thinking card. 2 of Wands. Oops, it's almost like he made a mistake in this one, right? Because the blood's dripping on that one. The other hand is reaching out for this one, almost like he wants both decisions to happen. The Ace of Wands. Again, this pinky is out, but there's no blood dripping from the pinky in this one. All right, Pentacles. He seems much happier than this King. Queen. All right. Knight. He's very bored. Knight of Pentacles is very bored in this one. That seems playful. This guy, he's just chasing around a flying coin, whereas this one's looking at it with a wrench, like he could fix something. Very different feel there. 10 of Coins. This is almost like, oh, that's chess on the back of somebody. Whereas this is giving. 10 of Coins. No, it's like a, oh, interesting. Like a family thing, huh? Okay, 9 of Coins. 8, definite work in both of them. 7, fruits of your labor, but this one seems a little bit darker, right? Almost like maybe you cheated a little bit. 7 of Coins or Pentacles. No, that's 6. I'm sorry. My brain is malfunctioning. I'm just looking at the art going, what? Because it's a shock to my brain, honestly. This is definitely more traditional. 5. 4 of Coins. 3 of Coins. The working together is definitely there in different ways. The 2 of Coins. I like how he's just naked. He's like, la 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 la, I'm just gonna do my thing. Even though this one's gonna do her thing too, but this one's definitely more la 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 la, let's do this kind of thing. And the Ace of Pentacles. A very different feel to them all together, right? So let's take a look at how these shuffle, shall we? The cardstock seems like it's pretty good shuffleable. It's a little bit thicker than normal cardstock, but it's about the same thickness, maybe a little thinner than the Deviant Moon even. They're longer for me, so that's going to make it harder. I have tiny hands, and we will see if I'm even capable. So I can kind of shuffle it. I can almost, there we go. There's my riffle shuffle. Even with small hands, I can make it work. And it will riffle shuffle, so it's not too thick of a cardstock. Let's see, how does it spread? It's a pretty good spread. All right, I'm on board with it. All right, so that has been my walkthrough review of this deck. I think this deck is probably going to be one of the fun ones to use, especially with the coming fall season, a little bit spookier season. This feels like a deck that may not be the best one for all the way for beginners because it has the satire in it, right? The satirical aspects of it. But I don't think it'll be as hard to read with as Deviant Moon is sometimes. I think this is more traditional than the Deviant Moon, which he does talk about that in the book and how it's more the traditional tarocchi style stuff. And of course, it's illustrated pips instead of just pips, which, you know, I like about it because I don't like just pips. I also like that it is not glossy, okay? Not glossy. And it's got like a tiny bit of a shine, but I think it's more so that the cards kind of just flow back and forth. As far as who else I think would enjoy reading with this, anybody who enjoys Patrick Valenza's art, of course, is going to enjoy reading this. Somebody who has a sense of humor, okay? If you've got a good sense of humor and you like this style of artwork, you'll probably get along really well with this deck. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a very great day.